we arrive in Paris. Okay, my favourite part of every trip has just happened. Accreditation pickup. So it's real now. We are here. The Rugby World Cup is on. This is what we love to see. In the centre of Paris, a huge fan zone is being set up at the moment. Right, well, something outrageous has happened. We've actually found ourselves on a river cruise with 400 Kiwis, All Black fans. It is so hot. I am melting. I hope the All Blacks have done their temperature acclimatising training. There's nothing like a little press conference with the All Blacks to get you on the bandwagon. Web Alice Cup is in town. I feel a bit naughty even standing this close to it. I'm not going to say it's the best thing about the Paris World Cup, but croissants all day, every day. This is becoming more and more common. Restaurants that are entirely rugby themed, complete with rugby menus. And this is when the work credit card comes in real handy. The old merch store. I wish. Just putting the finishing touches on the stadium. Oh my gosh, we're in Stade de France and it is amazing. These are the absolute pinch yourself moments. Standing in Stade de France where 80,000 people will pack in for that first big opening clash. It is going to be pretty spectacular.
Amazing. The gorgeous Lisette joins us now, live from Paris. You've been working really hard, darling. I think you might have the second best job in the world. So how is the vibe? Give us a feeling of how it feels there ahead of the big game.
Yes, 1 or 2 or maybe 50 people have mentioned to me in the last week that I do have the best job in the world, and I've tried to argue it, and then I hear myself, and then I just stop and admit it isn't all that bad. The vibe is spectacular. Honestly, the build-up has been huge. Ian Foster even admitted that he's never felt a build-up quite like this one. There is so much hype around a meeting between France and the All Blacks just because of the history that these two teams share. So for a lot of people, this match tonight is the hottest ticket in the tournament, even over the finals. So it is just set to be a heck of an evening.
Lisette, who's got the tickets? That's what I want to know, because obviously there's not that many Kiwis, maybe a few coming over from London, but is it going to be mainly French fans?
I think it's fair to say the Kiwis are going to be slightly outnumbered tonight, Ryan. It is a home game, of course. They do have that advantage, and the French are just so behind their team. So the stadium will be dominated by blue. Although I was on the boat with those hundreds of Kiwi fans yesterday, and boy, were they keen to make their voices heard in that stadium, trying to drown out the 79,000 French fans. But it's interesting, the home advantage, because obviously that's a real thing. But the All Blacks actually acknowledged this week that for them, having hosted in the past, they did feel extra pressure on those occasions because they couldn't escape the World Cup fever. It was everywhere they looked, and also that added feeling of really wanting to do your country proud on home soil. So they've actually managed to find a little silver lining there as well.
Lisette, France has faced a record heatwave this summer. Now, I'm suggesting the players play shirts versus skins. How do you feel about that?
What heatwave? What heatwave? We are all just very cool, calm and collected. No, it is sweltering here. I reckon the team wouldn't be mad at that suggestion, honestly. It is just absolutely boiling. They've talked a bit about the heat and how they've had to change their build-up. Usually they'd be maybe getting outside in their downtime and doing a bit of sightseeing, but at the moment they're just camped out in their rooms trying to keep cool and conserve their energy, confined to FIFA and card games. But the interesting thing about the game tonight is it is very late local time. It's around 9:15 p.m, so hopefully the temperature would have dropped down into kind of the late 20s by then, but at the moment it's hitting mid-30s in the day and it's just unbearable.
Lisette, thank you so much. Go and get in the shade and cool off. Lisette Reymer, enjoy the game. Thanks for being with us. It looks hot. She looks sweaty. Poorly set.
I feel nervous about that. Like, All Blacks players coming out of winter into that, and just the pressure of our country on top of them. Like, I do not envy the players right now. It's a lot of expectations.
It's gnarly.
I'm just glad there's a game on, so I've got a thing to talk about with straight men. You know, I can just be like, how's the game, you know, in the weekend? And then they can sort of say something about it, and I can sort of nod and pretend like I know what they're talking about.